Systeme Io tutorial, Systeme Io full tutorial. In this video, we're going to be talking about Systeme Io and how you can use this all-in-one marketing platform for yourself and for your businesses. And you can use this to actually generate a lot of leads, get great CRM, do good marketing, and actually create proper funnels for your business. All right. So to start things off, what you're going to do is you're going to come over to Systeme Io and you are going to create a free account. And once you've created a free account, let me show you what it looks like. So once you sign up, you're going to come straight to the dashboard. All right. Now this is what your dashboard looks like. You get a new leads chart, you get live updates, and a whole lot more. Okay. Now currently we just created an account, so it's pretty empty. There's not a lot of things going on in this. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to add things into this. So to start things off, what we're going to do is we're going to first of all go over to the dashboard section, and here you have different dashboards. So first of all, you have the main dashboard, which is this dashboard as you can see over here, where you can get the leads charts, etc. Then we have the affiliate dashboard. Now, this is if you're doing affiliation using Systeme Io. So over here, you can actually see the commission you've earned, the amount of earnings that you've made in the past days. You get your affiliate ID that you can send out to people. So if someone uses this link to sign up with Systeme Io using your affiliate ID, you are going to get commission for every purchase they make related to Systeme Io. Then we have the payment section where we can actually see the payments that we've made, how many leads we've generated, how many invoices we've created, etc. Moving on, you can get a student dashboard. All right. Now this is a very interesting dashboard. All right. The student dashboard is a dashboard where you can actually buy courses off of Systeme Io to actually learn from them. Okay. So this is basically courses and enrollments, etc. Then finally, you also have the marketplace. Now, the marketplace is basically Systeme Io's very own coaching programs, okay, or different partner programs. So these are related with different niches. So you have info products, services, templates, physical products. So let's say I'm going to go on physical products and filter these out. So here you can see you have 10 days guided experience in tropical southern India, 8 days of nurture and nourishment in Bali. So you can see different courses, and most of them are free. Pretty incredible, right? So what we're going to do is we're simply going to go back to this dashboard, and from here we're going to proceed over to contacts. All right. So here we are in the contacts. So let's say I'm going to click on contacts over here. So in the contacts, what you can do is you can actually invite people into your workspace, okay, or invite actual members of your previous workspace into your new Systeme Io workspace. All right. So there's two ways to add a contact for yourself. You can either create a contact one by one, or you can import them in a bulk. Okay, so if you go on create contact, this is what it's going to give you. So let's say I'm going to add a contact by myself. I'm going to add their email, first name, last name. I'm going to add the country. We have the street address, postal code, phone number. Obviously, you're going to choose the correct code. So here is the correct code. You're going to add in their correct phone number. And once you have done that, you can also add in the company name, the state or province they live in, tax number, language. You can also add custom fields for any person you want. And once you've done that, you're going to click on save. So as we click on save, this will add a contact to your space. Okay. So whenever you refresh the page, it's going to show the contacts to you. All right. Now moving on, you can also add contacts in a bulk. Okay, so to add them in a bulk, you're going to come over to import contacts. And once you come over to import contacts, you have different types of CSV delimiters. Okay, CSVs are basically comma separated value files, and they're mainly Excel files. Okay, Microsoft Excel files create different CSVs for us, and those different CSVs can be adjusted and formatted straight onto the import list. So let's say I come over here, you're going to choose if you separated the values through comma, semicolon, or pipe. Most people do it through comma, so I'm going to choose comma, and then it says select CSV that contains your contacts. So I'm going to go over to downloads, and here, what you're going to do is you're going to get any CSV file. So as you can see, we have different CSVs. I'm going to choose this CSV sample that I downloaded, and I'm going to click on open. Now what this does is, as you can see, it's uploaded over here. Now, once you have uploaded everything, you can also choose the campaign that you want to import this file to, all right? So once you have done this, also make sure that you don't have any invalid emails or anything like that. So once you do this, you're going to click on next, and look at that. It's going to start creating fields for you. So let's say I'm going to choose it as a first name. This is phone number. This is date. Okay. So we're going to go over ahead. Let's go with our own date. Okay. And then we have this. Now this is our gender. Now obviously most of these things will not appear in the CSV, so you can just go ahead and keep them blank and click on import. Okay, so once we import this, there we go. So now we just sent 3 contacts into our contact list. So that is basically bulk importation. That is how you're going to import bulk contacts into your Systeme Io space. All right, now moving on. Once we have gone from contacts, let's go ahead and actually do something about those contacts. So we're going to move over to funnels. Now this is what Systeme Io is mainly famous for. Okay, this is the main powerhouse of Systeme Io, and funnels is basically a feature that allows you to create different pages for different audiences to, maybe gain visitors, to increase your number of clicks, to maybe get more leads, to get more sales, to generate more revenue, etc. It could be any of the purposes, and funnels is going to help you with it. All right. So to begin with funnels, what we're going to do is we're going to click on create. Now, once we click on create, it's going to give us 4 options. Choose your funnel goal. You want to build an audience? Do you want to sell a product or a service? Do you want to build a custom funnel from scratch or run an evergreen webinar? All right. So I'm going to go with build an audience, and we're going to give it a name. So let's say I'm going to call it test. Once we do that, we're going to choose the currency we want this to be in, and I'm going to choose euro and click on save. So once we click on save, here we have the name. So we're going to click on the actual test region. Now, once you click on the test region, it's going to open this up for you. So you have 3 pages, okay? You have the squeeze page, the thank you page, and the inactive page. So the squeeze page is something that you're going to squeeze audiences into, all right? So basically, it could be a form of a landing page. It's a page where you come over to, okay? And you're going to be mesmerized by the advertisements that you're seeing in front of yourself, that you're going to go over to the thank you page, all right? So the squeeze page needs to be extremely attractive towards the audience that you're targeting, all right? So to make a good squeeze page, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to choose a good template for ourselves, all right? So let's say I'm going to go with this template. This looks pretty cool. So I'm going to click on select. You can preview a template as well before actually choosing it for your design, but I'm simply going to go ahead and click on select straight away and go into the recurring design. All right. Now, once we have done that, you can name your squeeze page into anything. I'm going to skip that step, and I'm going to come straight over to edit page. Okay. Now, this is the fun part about Systeme Io's funnel, that you can actually edit the page that you're creating. Okay. And it's a simple drag and drop builder. It's pretty easy to use this, and I'm going to show you how. So first of all, let's talk about editing the elements inside the page, okay, which are already in the page. So let's say I want to change this image in the background. Okay, I don't like this image. So you're going to click on the image. Once you click on the image, as you can see, it's going to open this up in the left-hand side. We're going to go to background image. You're going to go into upload, click on select file. Once you click on select file, you're going to choose the image that you're going to want to add. So let's say I want to add this image, right? So we're going to put that up for uploading. And once it's uploaded, you're going to click on insert, and there we go. So that is how you are going to add images of your choice into the design. Okay. Now, once you've done that, you can also change different texts, different elements. So let's say I want to go and change this text over here. Okay. So I'm going to go with global beat. Let's go with mechanism. Okay. And you can also change the style of the text. So let's say I'm going to choose the text over here. You can increase the letter spacing. however you want, change the font size, change the font type, etc. Okay, pretty easy, pretty standard, pretty basic stuff. And you can see the different sectioning the templates give you as well. There's different sections, different elements added, different logos, different navigations, different bookmarks, etc. Now, let's say I want to add elements by myself. Okay, so for that, on the left hand side, you can see we have a whole toolbox with tons and tons of elements, right? So let's say I'm going to choose one of these. Let's go with image. Let's say I want to add a small image on the right hand side over here. I'm going to click on this, and we're going to click on the image. I'm going to click on open image file. I'm going to select the file, and again, do what I did previously. Click on this, and once we click on that, it's going to complete everything. And once it completes everything, there we go. You're going to choose the image you want to insert, click on that, and look at this. Basically, this is how you're going to add elements for yourself. And just like this, you can add videos, audios, carousel. You can add different columns and sections to actually add more elements into them, which is pretty incredible that we have such vast features in such a small editor, right? Now, moving on, once we have done all of this for ourselves, once we have actually created elements, you can also add widgets of blocks, okay? Widgets of blocks are pretty easy to add as well. So let's say we can add a welcome block for ourselves. So we have this whole block template that we can add. Look at that. Pretty incredible, right? Or let's say I want to go ahead and add some type of page footer. And look at that. It gives us templates for page footers. So let's say I want to add this. I'm going to click on that, and look at theirs. There we go. We have a basic footer now. So this is how you can choose different elements and blocks for yourself to add into this repertoire. Okay. Now, once you have done all of this, what you're going to do from here is you're going to move over to the top right section, and you're going to click on Save Changes. So once we click on Save Changes, that saves our squeeze page. Okay. So once our squeeze page is done, we are going to go back over to the main dashboard section, okay? And in the dashboard section, what we are going to do is we're going to start into our thank you page, okay? So the thank you page, you don't spend a lot of time on the thank you page because it's just a thank you, okay? So we're not going to make it too attractive because it's the page that the person will leave from. So eventually they will have to leave, so nothing attractive needs to be done over there. So I'm just going to choose this simple thank you for registering. And once we go with this, I'm going to save it. And that basically completes our funnel. Now you can also edit your inactivity page. This page is basically when something is wrong with the website, or maybe you have terminated the funnel, etc. But again, this is something I wouldn't pay much attention to because it's not something that a lot of people will want to be attracted to, right? So once you have created your funnel, you're going to finally click on View Funnel to verify things for yourself. And if you think everything looks decent, if you think everything looks good, then that should be the completion of your funnel. So let's say we have this page over here. You're going to scroll down. We have everything that we added, okay? Then you can also go through the navigations, okay? And you can create different navigation pages. Obviously, currently I haven't added those navigations for my funnel, but you can add them later on. So let's say if someone goes over to buy tickets, what will they get? There we go. Thank you page. Pretty incredible, right? So that marks the completion of your funnel, and now you can actually set your funnel. Now you can actually set your funnel to go live, okay? So once your funnel is live, like basically right now your funnel is pretty much live, okay? You don't really need to go to a setting because as you can see the status says active, which means it's active. So now what you can do is you can actually start sharing its link around with people. So you're going to click on share, copy this link to the clipboard and start sharing it around with people, and they will land straight into your funnel, okay? So this is how you're going to increase your marketing with Systeme Io. Now moving on, we also have email. So the email feature basically gives us different things to do as well. So first of all, we have email newsletters. Now, email newsletters are one of the most perfect schemes of marketing, all right? So first of all, you're going to choose a subject. So let's say I'm going to choose the subject test. Now, once you've chosen the subject, we're going to choose the sender name. Now, the sender name is basically you, so you can add your name or you can just add an anonymous alibi. So I'm just going to call it that. Now, once we've done that, the sender email is obviously going to be your email that you signed up with on Systeme Io. So we're going to choose that. And then we have two things. You have the classic editor, which is basically from scratch. And then you have the visual editor, which is your drag and drop editor. So I'm going to select a template and we're going to click on save. Now, once you've done that, you are going to get straight into your basic sendings, okay? So let me just choose a different email and we're going to click on save. So once this is done, you are going to load straight into your email newsletter editing campaign. Now, the editor for email newsletters is going to be as same as the funnel editor, okay? And that is why you can easily go ahead and do proper dragging and dropping and simply sending out email campaigns, okay? Now, speaking of campaigns, you can switch over to campaigns from newsletters as well. And once you're over here, let's say I'm going to add a name. The description isn't so mandatory, so you're going to skip that and we're going to go over and click on this campaign section. Now, once you've done that, you're going to click on create again. And again, we're going to add a subject, we're going to add a sender name, and we're going to use a sender email. And you're going to do the same over here. Simply choose the editor. Obviously, any email that you're going to be sending it from, you're going to need to authenticate its domain. Without authenticating the domain, you will not be able to send out proper email campaigns, okay? But whenever you have done the proper authentication, the proper verification for your email, you can easily send out emails using email campaigns, and those are one of the greatest methods of your marketing, okay? So definitely when you have done funnels, to do proper marketing of your funnels, I would suggest marketing them through Systeme Io's very own email marketing. It works incredibly and it can actually generate great leads. Now, moving on, we have blogs. So blogs are basically the essential part of a Systeme Io repertoire because blogs will actually help you create small posts about your work, and they are also a good form of marketing. You know, remember when I told you in the start that this platform is just an all-in-one platform that gives you every marketing resource that you require? I wasn't joking with you because it truly does. So let's say I'm going to go into my name. Once we do that, you can add a URL from yourself, okay? So let's say I'm going to add a random URL. I'm going to add that. Make sure to copy it. Once we do that, we're going to click on save. Obviously, this is a URL path that you're going to want to make sure is a path that no one else has ever used. So once you have done that, you're going to click on save, and look at that. We have a custom URL path with our name, okay? So once we do this, here you can see it has given us 5 basic blog posts, okay? So what you can do over here is you can actually create your own posts by giving it different titles, different descriptions. Again, use the URL path, and you can upload images. So let's say if I go into these blog posts over here, we have top places in China, all right? So if we go into top places in China, you can see all of this. You know, pretty incredible. It's a whole blog post that you can edit by your proper drag and drop editor. So once you've edited this, we're going to back out. So this is basically how you're going to be creating blog posts for yourself. Then we move over to pages. So we have a home page, post list page, about page, contact page. You can again create different pages through here as well. And we can also use different categories in this section, which is also pretty incredible. You can check the blog layout from here. Okay, it's going to show you the whole blog content layout. This is how everything's going to look like. So let's say I want to go over to the home page. All right, so you can go over to the home page just by coming over here. Let's say I want to go to the about page, or I want to go to the home page. You can switch through this changer. And this is basically how you can edit different aspects and components of your blog as well. Pretty incredible and pretty great stuff to have for your page, all right? And it's, again, really amazing for marketing because people actually like reading blogs. And if you generate a blog for yourself, this will help you a lot. Then moving on, we have automations. Now, automations are pretty easy, but such life-saving things. And why do I say that? The reason for that is that automations are basically automated AI bots in the background that do your work for you, okay? So for example, let's say I want to go ahead and create an automation over here. I'm going to choose a trigger. The trigger can be when let's say, let's go ahead with campaign completed. Whenever someone or whenever my campaign gets completed, let's say this one, the action is you are gonna send email to the contact, and obviously you're gonna choose the email campaign that you are gonna want to send out. And just like that, you're gonna save this. And what it's gonna do is every time a campaign completes, it's gonna send an email to your contacts in a row. So you're gonna not have to do this by yourself, okay? It's gonna do this through the email automated bot. So this is what automations are for, and trust me, they are a great source of work and they save a lot of time. Now moving over to products, this is the section where you can actually do a little e-commerce, okay? So you can add products by yourself. And once you do this, you can actually market those products through the funnel or the email campaigning. And that is also a great way to proper e-commerce settings. And this is what Systeme Io is good for. You can also enhance your e-commerce skills over here. And whenever someone orders your products, all those orders will appear over here, etc. Now, one final thing I'd like to discuss about is the sales section. So the sales section is where all of your money related things are compiled up. So first of all, we have transactions. Any transaction you commit through Systeme Io will appear here. Any subscriptions that you've bought through Systeme Io will appear here. Then we have the affiliate invoices. Again, they will appear here. And your affiliate program, all in one generally, should appear here as well. So yeah. Basically, this is the main idea about Systeme Io, and this is how you are going to use this incredible platform for yourself, okay? So Systeme Io is a great all-in-one marketing platform that scours you through the high rankings of e-commerce, marketing, CRM, sales, leads, generations, and a whole lot more. So I would definitely urge you to use this right now. But yeah, that was pretty much about all there is to this video. If you enjoyed, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, let me know down in the comments below and I'll be making a whole lot more for you. Till then, that is all from me, and I hope you all have an incredible and amazing day. Goodbye.